And thanks for joining us. One Southern Indiana doctor is on voluntary leave after allegations of an inappropriate relationship surfaced.
This after the Indiana Attorney General's office took a consumer complaint on Daviess County doctor Michael Baker. News 10's Eric Sidman has details in tonight's top story.
An Indiana Attorney General's document lists 15 counts for Dr. Michael Baker. Baker is a physician at Heartland OB/GYN, and according to the complaint, Baker engaged in a sexual relationship with one of his patients suffering from postpartum depression. It also explains that Baker wrote prescription for that patient and her brother. The document states Baker also provided the brother mental health counseling, a practice in which he is not licensed. News 10 reached out to Daviess Community Hospital for comment. The hospital explained Baker voluntarily took leave while the court process moves forward. It's important to note Baker does not face criminal charges. The Medical Licensing Board will review this case.
We have reviewed the complaint by the Attorney General's office and have found multiple inaccuracies and believe it to be fundamentally false.
News 10 also reached out to Baker's attorney, Kevin Betts. The Indianapolis-based attorney says the litigation is muddy and not credible.
We are seeking further information, I can tell you, and documents from the Attorney General's office, and we're waiting on their delivery of that information and documentation.
The Indiana Licensing Board will review this case in May. Board members will then determine whether Baker keeps his medical license. From the Southern Bureau office, I'm Eric Stidman, News 10.
We're attaching a link for the Indiana Attorney General's claim at our website, WTHITV.com. From there, you can take a look at each individual count filed against the doctor. A Southern Indiana doctor accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a patient has had his license suspended. It's a story we first brought you in February of this year. The Indiana Attorney General's office filed the complaint against Dr. Michael Baker last December. The complaint states Baker engaged in a relationship with a patient suffering from postpartum depression. According to the complaint, Baker also wrote prescriptions for the patient's brother without reporting them. Baker's license is suspended for a minimum of 3 months. To be reinstated, he has to complete 40 hours of continuing medical education.